What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for joining us here for another edition of Sulphur Springs basketball. We got the Sulphur Springs Wildcats against Longview Pine Tree. We are about to get started, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to do the starting lineups and the national anthem, and then we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get started here at Sulphur Springs. We have some technical difficulties going on tonight, so y'all bear with us. There's a lot going on. But Grayson, hopefully everything will work and we'll get to bring you the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be very unfortunate if something did happen during the game, but at least we got it to work, and we're here, and it's game time. So we're all to the races.
That is true. We've got the starting lineup for you tonight. If you weren't able to hear it, it is Justin Hare, along with Grayson Arrington, Branson Lynn, Corjic Turner, and Parker Wisenhunt. And Pine Tree won the tip, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Sulphur Springs ball, inbounding underneath their own goal. Parker Wisenhunt going to be the one to inbound. He gets it into Hare. Hare tries to feed down low to Turner. Instead, he hits Wisenhunt in the corner.
Beautiful pass.
Wisenhunt out to Arrington. Over to Lynn, and they're going to set things up. Lynn gets the screen from Hare. Wisenhunt in the corner. Down low to Turner. Turner trying to work some post action. It's going to be a steal from Pine Tree.
They are.
Pine Tree driving baseline. Trying to make a pass. It gets deflected, goes out of bounds, but it will still be their ball inbounding underneath the goal.
An interesting stat, Parker Wisenhunt. He's averaging almost 2 steals a game. And with those 2 steals, he's also averaging almost 2 deflections a game. That proves that he's all over the place defensively. He's disruptive everywhere. He's always that help side defense.
Pine Tree drives no good. Wisenhunt with the rebound. He's going to be the one to run the floor. Now they slow down again. Hare has it in the corner. He tries to drive baseline. He picks up. Pass gets deflected, goes out of bounds, but it'll be Sulphur Springs ball.
Last time we played this Pine Tree team, we did see a big blowout win for the Wildcats. But we also saw that with Marshall. We talked about that before the game.
Turner going to work in the post. He gets it to go. Wildcats score first, 2-0.
We talked about how they did beat Marshall by like 30 the first time they played them, but Tuesday, it was a tight game throughout the whole game.
And the Wildcats force a turnover. Ball goes out of bounds.
So a big key right now is not to let the ego get the best of us. Just keep our head in the game. Stick to the game plan. Keep a high energy. Branson with a deep 3.
And it's good. Great start by the Wildcats. They're up 5-0, and now they're going to go in a full court press. Looks like it's a 2-2-1, Grayson.
The Sulphur Springs team is very good at getting presses and immediately adapting it into a man.
Pine Tree gets a shot off, no good. Branson Lynn with the rebound. We are seeing tight defense on both sides. Wisenhunt with the ball. He almost loses it, but he holds on to it. Turner.
There's been a lot of carelessness as well.
Turner in the paint, out to Arrington. He pump fakes. Back to Turner. Now Wisenhunt has it in the corner for 3. It's good. And that's a quick 8-0 lead for the Wildcats. That's going to be a timeout, Pine Tree. Wildcats lead 8-0 with 5:57 remaining in the first. Just 2 minutes of action, Grayson, and they've picked up an 8-0 lead.
8-0 lead, and that's big. You know, coming out strong at the start. The big key is right now that Pine Tree was smart to call a timeout right now, not let the run get any bigger. Silver Springs got to keep that same flow. Try to increase the run. We're being very patient on offense, which is a good sign. We see Casey Arrington passed up an open 3 right there. He could have easily shot that. But instead he did it, passed it across the court. Cordrick could have kept that pass right there, did a post move, but he recognized that Parker was wide open at the corner.
I agree, and it's like Coach Shaver always says, it's the first 3 minutes, and they are getting off to a great start here in the first 3 minutes tonight. Wildcats staying in the 2-2-1 full court press. Pine Tree having a bit of a tough time getting it past half court, but they are able to do so. Now, Grayson, once they get in the half court, do they drop back into a man, or are they staying in this zone?
They do drop back into the man. The man defense looks so similar to a zone, though, because there is such help side defense.
And there's a miss. Justin Hare with the rebound. He's running the floor. He gives to Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt picks it up over to Lynn. There's another example of them moving fast but slowing down. Turner in the post. He goes up with it, and it's good. 10-0 lead for the Wildcats. That's 4 points already from Cordrick Turner.
Really using his body. I mean, he's got a big guy guarding him tonight. But still, Cordrick just using his power to basically bully him down in the paint.
He very much bullied his man on that final possession. Wildcats lead 10-0, just 3 minutes of action gone by. And like you mentioned earlier, this very much looks like a matchup zone or...
Yeah, and like I said, our defense, and Coach Sip, when I played, we had this defense a lot of teams would confuse our defense with a zone defense because there was so much help defense. that's why it looks so much like a zone, because you have Parker down there at the paint.
And there's another steal from Arrington, but Pine Tree steals it back. They go up with it, and they will get on the board for the first time. That's going to make it 10-2 with about half of the first quarter gone by. Grayson, we got the student section rocking again. We got some body paint going on again.
We do have shirtless students.
Case and Arrington for three. It's good. The Wildcats are on fire from deep tonight. They're leading 13-2.
And that's the three I like to see Arrington shoot. He's shooting the ball well from three this year. I would like to see him be a little more confident in himself.
It's a great post shot from Pine Tree, but no good. Branson Lynn, the one with the rebound. He gives all the way across court to Parker Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt gives a Turner. It's back to Lynn. And now they're going to set things up. And there's a foul on the floor on Pine Tree. It's going to be the first foul of the night, Grayson. We've seen tight defense from both teams, but that is the first foul.
We haven't. It's been over 4 minutes. Usually high school games do, and it's a fast-paced game. It's not like there's any stalling or of any sort. You know, Pine Tree's really playing a normal offense, which is surprising me. I did expect them to come out and stall tonight.
Wisenhunt gives a Turner, who gets right back to Wisenhunt for three. No good. And Cordrick Turner comes down with the rebound. He kicks out to Lynn. Lynn pulls up from three. It's good. Another one from Branson Lynn. He's got 6, and the Wildcats lead 16-2. And by the way, Caleb Alexander checked in a second ago. He checked in for Arrington. So the
He's a guy, you know, we've talked about how we like to see him starting, but he is a good guy to come off the bench. I think.
Absolutely.
He has so much scoring ability.
There are very few teams who can bring in someone that can score the way Caleb Alexander does.
So I don't know. I keep going back and forth on whether I would like him to start or I do like him coming off the bench.
I agree with you there. Now Pine Tree trying to make something happen. I can't really tell what offense it is that they're running.
I think they're just running a motion offense where they have guys passing and cutting.
There's another miss. Hare gets the rebound. He gives to Lynn. Cross-course pass. Wisenhunt comes up with it. He goes up to the goal. A lot of contact, no foul. It's going to be a miss. Pine Tree with the rebound. They pull up on a jump shot, and it's no good. And again, a ton of contact. Justin Hare tried to come up with the rebound, and they are going to call a foul. That'll be the second team foul for Pine Tree.
And those are the type of shots that you want Pine Tree taking. Those fast break, pull-up mid-range shots. Not many high school athletes are very good at that shot. Not even NBA players.
Right. Even NBA players miss that shot at a high rate. 2:41 left in the first. Wildcats lead 16-2. Turner feeds down low to Hare. Hare pump fakes a couple times, goes up with it. Off the back of the rim, no good. But he tries really hard to get his own offensive rebound, comes up with it as he's going out of bounds, throws it off a Pine Tree defender, so it will be the Wildcats' ball.
And I am shocked that Hare didn't kick that out to Lynn.
I
thought
also
there was some open bodies at the perimeter.
And he did see it, I think. The inbound is directly to Lynn in the corner for three, no good. Hare again coming up with the offensive rebound. He goes back up with it, draws the foul, and it's good. And one for Justin Hare. So he just grabbed, 2 offensive rebounds in the last few seconds. Wildcats lead 18-2 with a chance to make it 19-2.
You know, Hare hasn't been scoring as much, but the big thing is he's been rebounding like crazy. As we see, he's already got four rebounds, not even 6 minutes into the game. He's almost averaging as many points as he has rebounds this season, which is incredible.
Yeah, I believe it's, 12 and 11 or something along those lines. And he does make the free throw. Wildcats going to take a 17-point lead. It's 19-2. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Wildcats staying in that 2-2-1 full-court defense. Pine Tree does get it across half court. Seeing some tight defense from Caleb Alexander. Going to get a pair of screens, trying to get to the goal. Kicks out into the corner for three. No good. But they get a long offensive rebound, and they'll try to set things up again. Got a mismatch here with Branson Lynn, but he's staying with him. Pine Tree. And again, a wide open three, and this one is good. That's going to make it 19-5. 1:45 left.
That's 2 wide open threes that just can't happen in one possession. Really good teams will destroy you on that, as we saw Hallsville do that.
Which I will say.
We do have an off-ball foul on Pine Tree.
So they are starting to rack up the fouls now. Parker Wisenhunt will be the one to inbound underneath the goal. 1:34 left in the first quarter. Wildcats lead 19-5. Hare has it in the post. He kicks out to Lynn in the corner. Lynn drives, and Pine Tree picks it off. It's going to be a steal. They go up for the layup. No good, but they get their offensive rebound. They put it back. That's going to make it 19-7.
On the board.
Wildcats looking to move fast here.
I do like on the baselines, we are running high-low just about every time. I do really like that.
There's a three from Caleb Alexander.
Caleb, I like that
good.
shot. I do like that shot.
Something to point out, he, again, though both him and Lynn are out there, is the one running the offense, and Pine Tree gets a mid-range jumper to go. It's going to make it 19-9. So, seeing a lot of life from Pine Tree here in the last couple of minutes, Grayson.
We have been. As you mentioned, though, Caleb is bringing the ball up. Me and you have talked about it. I believe we agreed on it. I think that Branson should be the one handling it.
And speaking of, they are able to force a steal from Caleb Alexander that time. Again, they're going. Huge block from Justin Hare. Huge block from Justin Hare. And we've got Malachi Miles checking in. He'll be doing so for Parker Wizenut. So the five out there on the floor now. Malachi Miles, Branson Lynn, Caleb Alexander, Justin Hare, and Cordrick Turner. Pine Tree inbounding underneath the goal. There's 37.2 seconds left in the quarter, and there's going to be a travel on Pine Tree. Sulphur Springs will be inbounding by their own bench.
Malachi Miles is too intimidating on defense.
Even when he doesn't realize it, he's forcing turnovers. Comes in, forces a steal within seconds. Malachi Miles with the ball. He gives to Turner. Turner pulls up for three. It's good. 22-9, the Wildcats lead. Turner with 7 points here in the first quarter, rather. And there is a backcourt violation on Pine Tree. So the Wildcats will get it with 13 and a half seconds to do something.
They actually called the foul.
Oh.
Called the foul on Malachi Miles right there.
And you're right, they do call the foul.
I did not see that, so I can't argue with it. I wasn't paying attention to Malachi, really.
I guess the foul would have had to happen, obviously, before he passed it back court. So now Pine Tree has it with 13 and a half seconds left. Clock's running down to 8, down to 7. I'm not sure if they know they're driving. Down to 5, down to 4. Again, they're going to drive 2, 1. They do get a shot off the glass, no good. Justin Hare comes down with the rebound, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Wildcats lead 22-9. Grayson, we saw Sulphur Springs get out to, an 18-2 lead? And now it's 22-9, 16-2, 18-2, something in that range.
18-2, yeah. But it's still a big scoring quarter. 22 points in a quarter is incredible for a high school team. Branson Lynn 6 points, Cordrick Turner 7 points, Justin Hare 5 rebounds, which is incredible in a first quarter. I mean, to be on pace for 20 is pretty insane. Again, though, we haven't seen many actions being ran to Caleb Alexander. There's actually none being ran to Caleb.
Even the one three-pointer that he did take, he had to create that shot himself. He came off a screen, and he was the one who had the ball in his hands.
Right, I just don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Way too good. If you have that talented of a shooter, a guy that has put in that much work.
Y'all give us 1 second. Grayson's mic came unplugged. 1 second. We're back.
If you have a guy that has put in that much work and has been that talented, shooting 45% from three, he's got to be coming off screens. He's got to be coming off staggers.
I agree.
Throughout the game.
That is something you and I talked about in our post-game wrap-up last week. For anyone that doesn't know, you can watch all of our post-game recaps the morning after. So tonight is a Friday night, Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, right here on Chad's Media, we will have our post-game recap. Pine Tree inbounding to get the second quarter started. Wildcats lead 22-9. Again, the 5 out there were the 5 that ended the quarter. It's going to be Hare, Turner, Arrington, Miles, and Alexander. So I guess Arrington checked in for Hare. And there's a steal for Caleb Alexander. Alexander gives to Hare. I meant to say Arrington came in for Lynn. That is my apologies. Caleb Alexander again. Oh, he pulls up from deep. It is good.
3.
Wow. He shot that one from Mount Pleasant. He was not even in the city limits anymore, I don't think, when he shot that. Deep 3 from Caleb Alexander.
I mean, beyond three-point range.
Right.
NBA three-point range.
We should just give him 4 points for that. Pine Tree trying to make something happen. No luck. Hare again with another rebound. He's got 6 already.
Yeah, but that Caleb Alexander 3 was not a play ran to him.
So now you have to guard him from the white line. He's got Steph Curry range. Hare driving baseline. He goes up strong. No good, but he comes up with the offensive rebound. Goes back up. It's good. 27-9, the Wildcats lead. What is that? 7 rebounds for Hare.
5.7 rebounds.
Wow.
10 minutes into the game.
Have yourself a night, Justin Hare. Pine Tree, again, trying to get something started. Some tight defense from Case and Arrington over there. Malachi Miles helps, and they're going to call a foul on Arrington.
It's his first for the night.
Pine Tree will inbound underneath the goal. 6:34 left here in the first half. Wildcats lead 27-9. I like this 5 we have out there right now, Grayson.
I do like this 5 with Cortrick, Caleb. Malachi and Kaysen, I do like on the court, the defensive power, and then you have Caleb that can really score the ball from anywhere.
And I would think, obviously we don't know how, obviously Parker on the bench as well, but when you bring Branson back in, if it is for Caleb, you could keep Malachi. Speaking of, Malachi Miles forces a steal. He goes up. The layup is good. There's a steal and a layup from Malachi Miles, 29-9, and as we always mention, high energy plays from that kid.
Always playing hard, and really the whole Sulphur Springs team is playing.
And they force yet another steal here on the sideline right by the bench.
But we're seeing a lot of energy, and this is what we've been missing, especially at home. We've been needing more energy and away. It's easy to be full of energy at home games, but the road games is when you need the energy, and we've been struggling quite a bit on the road.
I agree. Now we got Malachi Miles bringing the ball up. He gives to Caleb Alexander. Alexander coming off a screen from Hare. Over to Turner. Turner gives to Miles. Miles going to feed right back to Turner. Now he's in the post. He goes up strong. He kicks down low to Arrington. Arrington goes up with it. He gets blocked. I do love that pass from Turner, though.
I do. That was a really, very good pass.
Oh, we have a lot of contact. I thought that would have been a charge, but it was not.
Yeah, definitely missed that charge.
Gets the layup to go. It's going to make it 29-11. 5:25 left here in the first half. This game is moving very quickly, Grayson. Caleb coming off a screen, and there is another steal from Pine Tree. We have seen a bunch of turnovers from both teams here tonight. Branson Lynn coming to the scorer's table, and that one is a charge for Justin Hare. What's funny is...
Well, that was definitely a block.
Yes, I was just about to say, that felt like less of one than the one that wasn't called.
That was a makeup call for sure. That was definitely not a charge.
It's what you call a makeup call. So now Branson Lynn checking in for Caleb Alexander, which is exactly what I mentioned to you a second ago. You could bring Lynn back in, let Alexander rest for a second, leave Miles out there. So Lynn will be the one bringing the ball up. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Some great ball movement. Gives over to Turner. Turner to Arrington. Arrington pump fakes. Oh, he gets a mid-range jump shot off. No good. Is that going to be a foul? Foul on Cortrick Turner. Is that his first?
We'll say yes. I will say about Case Arrington, earlier I mentioned it briefly, but I would like to see him have more confidence in himself because he is a talented player. He is a very useful player. But
very efficient player.
But he puts his head down a lot when he does, miss shots like that or makes a turnover. But I wish he could realize his value to this team.
Something you and I mention every broadcast, every game recap, ton of value he brings to this team. There's a layup from Pine Tree. They do get it to go. It's going to make it 29-13. Wildcats offense seems to be stalling a little bit here. Lynn gets a screen from...
We have Nova, which would be high-low, yep.
Miles with it in the corner. And there's another steal from Pine Tree. Going up. And they get the layup to go, 29-15. I would think about calling a timeout here pretty soon, Grayson.
Yeah, if we turn it over again, this can't happen. This team isn't skilled enough to be causing this many turnovers against a team like us.
I agree. Down low to Hare. Hare comes up with it, and we get a foul on the floor.
It's a risky pass by Turner there.
It was. I almost announced that it was another turnover.
And we can't. When it comes playoff time, you can't force those. And I think Cortrick forces those high-lows a lot. When high-lows aren't there, it's okay to keep
Yeah, I think sometimes it's really easy to, that's the play. That's what you're supposed to do. So whether it's there or not, you feed it. Now, Hare has it down low again. He goes up with his left hand, no good. Pine Tree comes up with the rebound. So they have cut it down to a 14-point deficit. The layup's up, and it's good. Now it's a 12-point deficit, 29-17.
A quick 8-0 run.
A very quick 8-0 run. See, Pine Tree did call a timeout, and
Am I strong? They're pressuring full court, man to man.
yeah, even once you get into the half court, they still play a very tight man-to-man defense.
Which can be very effective if you are playing it correctly.
Agreed.
It tires
Branson
out
Lynn
offensive
from
players.
deep. No good, but he does get fouled on the shot. So he'll have a chance here. I think these free throws could come in handy. You knock these down.
Absolutely, and he's the guy you want. He's shooting 80% from the line this season, which is very good.
You know, the struggles that he's had from the three-point line, he makes up for, I think, from the free throw line.
And he makes up for it really just handling the ball. He's handling the ball great for us this year. He's getting to the rim great with us this year, facilitating the offense as he knocks down his first free throw.
You know, something that I notice, and it always shocks me, I would have thought his assist numbers would be a lot higher. It feels like he generates a lot of points.
Yeah, I think a lot of the assists, I think they're just coming from all around is the thing. Because you got to think, the bigs are getting a lot of assists from the high-lows.
Right.
And sometimes, like, when he's passing it to the big, Cordrick and Justin like to take their time. Which
that's true. And we see a lot of the extra pass. You know, he'll find someone which gets someone else open. He did make the second free throw as well, by the way. You're right. And the third free throw is up and good as well. Branson Lynn gets all three of them to go. It's going to make it 32-17. There's 3:20 left in the first half. You're good, by the way. Pine Tree. They do screen a good bit. A lot of handoffs, that kind of thing. Driving to the goal. And they get the shot off. No good, but they do draw a foul.
I believe on Branson Lynn. Yes.
Yep.
That's his first for the night.
Now, I will say they do get to the goal pretty much every possession.
Yeah, they have been getting to the goal. And again, I mean, you know, we play such help side defense, but our help hasn't been there tonight.
It really hasn't.
Usually it is.
You know, you would think with as tight of help defense as they play, that would lead to a lot of corner threes or that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times we help so much that we give up so many open threes.
Right.
So maybe we're trying to adjust that to not give up those threes, and we're in that period. And it's good to get that out of the way before playoffs.
They get both free throws to go, 32-19. Cordrick Turner going fast. He gets it up. No good. Ball is loose. Pine Tree finally tried to come up with it. They end up calling a foul on Justin Hare, his first.
I'm not a fan of that foul.
You know, I'm really not either. They were both.
It's always a foul. Like, at all levels, they always call that a foul, but I've never agreed with it. They're both going for the ball.
Right.
Just because Pine Tree had it last, it's a foul on the defensive side, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. If it would have been the other way around.
Right, it's a foul on Pine Tree. That's why I'm not a fan of that.
I agree. I think
call.
You're both fighting for the ball. There is contact, but you're literally just fighting for the ball.
No one pushed each other.
Right. Ooh, how is that not a double dribble? Anyway, Pine Tree misses. Cordrick Turner comes up with the rebound. Branson Lynn moving fast. Gets a floater off. No good. I do like that floater from Lynn, though.
You do?
I do.
I do not.
Fair enough. Now, it was a crowded paint, but.
Yeah, I think it was a little too quick. I don't mind him taking the floater. It was just very quick.
That's fair. Yeah, no one else touched the ball that possession. You could have found something better. There's a steal from Grayson Arrington. He gives ahead to Parker Wisenut. Wisenut has to slow down for it.
Oh.
Still gets the dunk off and the foul. You can tell Parker Wisenut wanted that pass in stride so he could catch it and immediately go up strong. He did kind of still get the dunk off, and he gets fouled. It's going to make it 34-19 with a chance to add one more. Caleb Alexander checking in for Grayson Arrington. And I want to point never mind.
And at the last game, I spoke to Parker in our post-game interview. And he said those dunks, he likes them because they give the team a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
Not now those types of dunks where it's softer because he's foul, but those fast break dunks where he's doing these back scratchers, man, it really does lift up the gym.
Now the free throw is good as well. Going to make it 35-19. There's an and one from Parker Wisenut. He's got 6 points already. He almost had another steal there. Pine Tree with the mid-range jumper, no good. Wisenut is the one that comes up with the rebound. He gives to Hare. They're moving quickly. Now they're going to slow down. Wisenut over to Lynn, and there's another steal from Pine Tree. They're going to the goal quickly. Huge block from Parker Wisenut, though. He may have turned the ball over, but he makes up for it with the block. 1:30 left in the half. Justin Hare, almost pulled up from 3. Pump fakes. He gets a mid-range jumper off instead. No good.
I do like that shot. He's worked on that shot a lot.
I was just about to ask you how you felt about that shot.
I do. He's practiced that a lot. When I played with him, he was always working on that pull-up mid-range, so I'm okay with that.
I'm a firm believer with Justin Hare specifically. There's really not such thing as a bad shot.
There's not too many, no. And now if there's
a 3 from Pine Tree. Off the front of the rim, no good. They do come up with the rebound, though. And then they drove baseline, got a layup off. It's good. 35-21. Under a minute left in the half. Alexander, again, the one running the offense. He's out there with Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt picks up, gives to Turner. Turner at the top of the key. There's Caleb Alexander. He drives baseline. He gets one off. No good.
I want that 3. I think that should have been a 3-point shot. I do understand why they did close out on him, but.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take the 3 as well. I think even though they were closing out, he had room. A bad 3 from Pine Tree goes off the glass. Wisenhunt with it. He gives to Lynn. Another floater from Lynn. No good. Turner with the offensive rebound. He puts it back. It's good. Going to make it 37-21. There's 15 seconds left in the half. Pine Tree's moving quickly. They cross half court. They drive. Going for a layup. And it's good. 7 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Caleb Alexander, the one with the ball. Cross-court pass to Wisenhunt. He catches, throws it up. No good. That's going to do it for the first half. Wildcats lead 37-23. Grayson, what are your first thoughts and impressions?
Well, there's a few, man. One, way too many turnovers. That's way too many turnovers.
From
both
teams.
Right, and I could see the frustration in our coaching staff and the players that there's a turnover.
I will say you noticed just right then Coach Shaver did seem to be fairly frustrated.
And that's been a problem all season. If you look at our assist-to-turnover ratio, it is not good whatsoever.
It is, on average, it is 12 to 15.
Yeah,
12 assists to 15 turnovers, which for anyone listening that's not a big stat person, you obviously want that to be reversed.
You want it above. You want at least 1 assist per turnover.
15,
and I believe we're at 0.8, 0.81 or so.
15 to 12 would be fine.
Right, yeah, that's pretty solid. But to have it under 1 is not good at all, and that can't be happening in the playoffs. I will say.
Now I was about to say we're talking about some negatives.
Yeah. On the positive side, it is 37-23. We are scoring the ball well.
Again. Sorry, y'all, bear with us. Unfortunately, we're having some mic problems. If you haven't noticed, Grayson literally has to hold his mic. It comes unplugged sometimes. Grayson, you are good.
We are scoring the ball pretty well. We are rebounding very well, as you see. Justin Hare, 8 rebounds, 5 points. Corey Turner,
8 rebounds in 16 minutes of action.
Right,
he's getting a rebound pretty much every other possession.
Yeah, we have 2 guys with 9 points each. We're really scoring all across the board. Everybody who's played has scored at least 1 basket.
Now, will you tell us who those 2 are that have 9 points?
Branson Lynn has 9 points. He has 2 threes, knocked down 3 free throws. And Corey Turner also has 9 points, and he's really been getting what he wants down low. I think he's missed 1 shot down there.
He's looked excellent down there. He's got 9 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists. I love seeing that from him.
Yeah, he's been great, and it really all district, man. He really, when district hit, he flipped the switch, especially after the first couple of games. He wasn't scoring as much at the beginning of the season. We even saw him drop below Wisenhunt and close to Lynn in terms of points per game. Now he's the 2nd leading scorer in points per game on the team, and he's really flipped the switch in rebounding numbers, point numbers. Defensively, he looks great at being at the right spot at the right time. He looks very disciplined. It's very impressive when a lot of players at this time of the season start to zone out a little bit. They start to get tired. Their body starts to hurt a lot more.
We're seeing the exact opposite from him.
Right, and we're seeing the exact opposite from Hare. He's starting to miss shots, but he's rebounding. I mean, it almost seems like double the amount that he was rebounding at the beginning of the season.
Right, something I believe I mentioned this last time, or I may have mentioned it in the game recap. Again, for anyone that maybe just now tuning in, check out all of our post-game recaps on Chad's Media. Our post-game recap for tonight's game will be up tomorrow morning. But he had mentioned that. He said that he didn't think, or he likes to think of himself not as a scorer. He says, a lot of my points come off of offensive rebounds or just from, running in transition, being in the right place at the right time.
And my favorite games of his, like watching his as a basketball fan, it's games like this where he only scores a couple baskets but he has a ton of rebounds, and where he lets Korchik do the scoring, Branson do the scoring, Caleb do the scoring.
Right.
Those are my favorite games to watch of his specifically.
He also has at least one or a pair of blocks maybe tonight. I mean, it's one of those games we always mention. It feels like, he does all of the things very well every night, but specifically it feels like in the games where he's not scoring a ton, he is getting a lot of rebounds, he is getting a lot of blocks, he is getting assists.
He reminds me of two players in the NBA. Not the way he plays. Hear me out.
Oh, I almost wanted to guess first. Active or former?
Active.
Active, okay. I was going to guess maybe like a Rudy Gobert or someone like that.
Okay, not even close.
Okay, who we got?
All right. Not play style, but Draymond Green and Chris Paul.
Oh, Draymond Green is a great one.
Here's why. He doesn't need stats. Whereas you watch Chris Paul, there's nights where he'll grab you 25 points and 12 assists.
Right.
You watch Draymond, he'll have nights where he has triple doubles. But he has nights where Draymond will have nights where he's getting 5 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. But when you watch him, he makes the team better on the court, and that's how he is. Defensively, it's not even about blocks or steals. The way he switches, the way he's communicating, the way he's moving, the way he's wide all the time, it makes the team that much better, and it helps us get more and more stops, which lead to transition points, which leads to more points and more wins.
Dude, I will say, I would have never gotten to Draymond Green on my own, but that is a great point. I mean, just doing a little bit of all of it. Sometimes it does show up in the stat or in the score box score. I'm all over the place right now. Sometimes it does show up in the box score. Sometimes it doesn't. But even a lot of the times, Draymond's had plenty of triple doubles in his career, but it's all 10, 10, and 10, 11, 10, and 10.
Right.
And
yeah.
I mean, you very well. I think we will get another double-double from Justin Hare tonight. He is Mr. Double-Double. By the way, he averages, what is it? He averages almost 13 points a game, 11 rebounds. He does so on 51% from the field, 40% from three. We don't see him take a lot of threes, but he shoots 40% from three.
Yeah, he really doesn't take many threes, but usually they're the right shot.
Right.
He's not taking bad threes, and that's why that percentage is so high.
Now, we still have 3.5 minutes before we resume play. Again, Wildcats, for anyone just tuning in, Wildcats lead 37-23. Grayson, if you don't mind, which if we have more players we need to run through. If not, I have a couple questions for you.
It's pretty light from there. Parker wasn't on 6 points, 3 rebounds. Defensively, still making an impact. Deflections all over the place. He's a threat, again, on transition tonight. Malachi Miles, 2 points, playing great defense.
Fortunately, at least a couple of steals, too, I believe.
Right, and Kaysen Arrington, 3 points, 2 assists, 1 steal as well. And Caleb Alexander also had an NBA three-pointer.
Yeah, that was deep. Now, prediction for you. We know the Wildcats start hot. I think you're leading 37-23. If you start the second half the way you started the first half, I mean, you can go into the fourth quarter with a 20, 25-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe even 30. If we come out really hot, if we can control the ball and we not turn over the ball, it can be a 30-point game. That's really what's hurting.
I was about to say, you really, really, really have to cut down on the turnovers. I was going to ask you, when the offense did go cold, when Pine Tree went on, what was it, an 8 or 10-0 run, I was going to ask what exactly went wrong there, but I mean, that is the answer to the question.
All their points were coming off turnovers. Everyone on every basket on that run was off a turnover, and it's us throwing lobs, basically.
I wish we had the number of turnovers in front of us. For anyone wondering how we know the stats, is because Grayson does a good enough job of keeping the stats as well as bringing us the game. Unfortunately, he can't track every single turnover. How many would you – I mean, it's in double digits, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I believe Caleb has 3. Parker, I think, has a couple. Branson, I believe, has 3. I believe both of our bigs have a couple.
I was about to say, I know Justin and Korchik have at least one each.
And Pine Tree, give credit to them, man. They are being very active with their hands.
Right,
tonight.
These aren't all unforced turnovers. Some of them are, but they're not all.
Right.
Pine Tree has done a good job of picking off passes.
Yeah, and some of them are because of lazy passes, but some of them are Pine Tree's just reading where that roll guy is. They know that we're looking for the high-low, so they're going to crowd the high-low and pick that off and go off to transition.
Right. Now we've got just 1 minute until we resume action. Again, Wildcats lead 37-23. Grayson, give me just one or two things that you're looking to see in the second half. It can be something you think we're going to see or something that you hope to see.
I really hope to see Justin Hare get over 15 rebounds.
I think that's going to happen. If he gets to play that long.
Yeah. I think he could do it this quarter.
I want to see 15 boards from him, and let's get 15 points from Cordrick.
15 points.
We can get 15 points from Cordrick, 15 rebounds from Hare. I think, again, it's going to come down to if they get too big of a lead going into the fourth quarter.
Right, but I do think if we don't turn over the ball as much, it helps that case.
I agree.
All right, it helps Justin Hare get more rebounds because they're not getting free layups.
I agree.
And Cordrick Turner, he only has 2 rebounds tonight. A lot of teams or people, I think, would look at that number and be like, he's only grabbing 2 rebounds. It's hard to get rebounds.
It is.
When your other guy is grabbing everything right now. I mean,
and again, a lot of these rebounds are offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and Justin Hare, we have 15 total rebounds tonight. Justin Hare has 8 on his own. He has over half of our rebounds.
And I would guess at least 3 of those, 8, maybe more. It's going to be the Wildcats' ball to start the second half. They are inbounding. Now the Wildcats will be moving to our right. Pine Tree will be moving to our left. It's a pass.
Great play.
Backdoor pass to Justin Hare. He comes up with it, gets the layup off, and it is good, 39-23. 7 points for Justin Hare to go along with his 9 rebounds.
It's a beautiful play ran right out the gate. Back screen for a big. I would have liked to see a lob on it, but it's all good.
I would have loved to see that. That's how you start a second half.
Yeah.
Pine Tree scores down in the post, going to make it 39-25. Now they're still playing tight, but not a full court press necessarily.
Yeah, just giving them pressure, just making.
Wizenot drives baseline, gets a shot blocked, and Pine Tree comes up with the rebound. He went up strong.
He did.
Now Pine Tree moving fast, so we're still kind of seeing the turnovers so far. Pine Tree taking their time. They are down 14.
I do like that they're not taking. A lot of teams like to take bad shots after, they go down by a lot, but they are still being very patient.
Right. Waiting for their shot. Speaking of, they drive.
Great screen.
Ooh, that was a beautiful mid-range jump shot.
Great screen by Pine Tree. The reason why he's able to get that wide open mid-range was because of, really, that's the perfect screen.
39-27, 12-point game. This is the closest we've seen it in a minute, Grayson.
It is, and I like that they're pressuring us full court. It gives.
I mean, you forced a lot of turnovers at first
right.
half.
It tires out.
Turner in the paint, and it's good. He is a monster down there.
It tires out the ball handler as well.
Right.
Especially a shooter like Branson Lynn, man, those legs could start to give out.
41-27 after the down low score from Cordrick Turner.
Great held defense by Justin Hare. Being aware.
Now he has been in that paint for a while. And great contest on the shot. It's a miss. Branson Lynn, the one bringing it up. Now the Wildcats are going to take their time as well. Lynn gets a screen from Turner. Now he feeds Turner down low.
To him again.
Do your thing. He goes up. Oh, great pass. Unfortunately, Parker was not able to finish. Beautiful pass from Cordrick Turner there. Like we said, saw a couple of assists from him already tonight.
We did. And in last game, we also saw that Parker back cut from a baseline cut, and Cordrick knocking that down from posting up. That's a hard pass to make, and he did it tonight.
That's a very hard pass to make. 41-27, Pine Tree. Ooh, it's going to be a foul on Branson Lynn, his second, I believe. Yep. Yeah, his second of the night. That one was on the floor. Wasn't a huge, hard foul. It just kind of tripped him up.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a foul. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, definitely is.
The inbound, Grayson Arrington with some tight defense. Forced what probably should have been called a travel. Now they're driving baseline. And that was what maybe also was another travel. They throw it off of Grayson Arrington. So it's going to be Pine Tree's ball underneath the goal. 5:13 left here in the third quarter. Wildcats lead 41-27. They get the inbound in. Setting things up. Behind the back. And another foul. This one is going to be on either Arrington or Hare.
It is on Arrington. I believe that's his second. Was on the floor, though.
Pair of quick fouls back to back there. So they'll be inbounding from the same spot. Underneath the goal to the left of the goal.
It's still only a 14-point game. Pontry's still in it.
There's a three. Ooh, no good. Cordick Turner with the rebound. He gives to Lynn. See, in a situation like that, Hare was the one contesting the shot, so Turner is the one that gets the rebound. Lynn to the goal. Ooh, off the glass, gets it to go, and he draws the foul. It's going to be 11 for Branson Lynn. So once again, he and Turner are tied for the lead. He'll have a chance to make it 12 with a free throw here.
A great finish. As we mentioned, Branson Lynn's been struggling from the three-point line this season, although he is 2 for 2 tonight. But those are ways that he makes up for, is getting to the basket right there and getting to the line, as we mentioned earlier.
And he's still perfect from the free throw line. That's going to make it 44-27. What is that, 4 for 4 from free throw tonight?
4 from the line. That's 12 points for Branson. He leads the team in scoring tonight. I believe leads all scorers.
I would think all scorers, yeah. Pontry, again, scoring down low. Now, they have done a really good job of getting where they want.
They have been. They're getting to the basket. And again, this team isn't that skilled. You know, you're going to see way more skilled teams in this district in the upcoming games. So we got to definitely tune in on.
Now they feed Hare down low. He goes up strong. He gets it to go. I thought he was maybe going to try to pass out to Wisenhunt in the corner, but instead he goes up strong.
I like the patience, getting under the defender right there.
I will say he and Cordick do an amazing job of being patient down low.
Yeah, they have been. And at the beginning of the season, they seem to rush a lot. But they're starting to really grow and mature.
You know, I think that says a lot about how, when the game is moving slow for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Sulphur Springs has been good at that all year.
Again, 1 second. While we get Grayson's mic back working. Y'all bear with us. Grayson's doing an amazing job working. He's like playing through an injury tonight almost.
And Sulphur Springs has done a great job at that all year at controlling the pace. And part of that is because Cordick and Hare are not forcing up everything. They realize that they're probably the two most dominant scorers on our team. But they're still not being selfish enough to just immediately go shoot every shot. They're checking, they're aware of what's going on around them at all times.
Now Pontry shot a pair of free throws. They made the first, missed the second. Wildcats moving in transition. Parker Wisenhunt tries to go up for yet another dunk. He got poked in the eye. I think he has gotten poked in the eye once a game, every single game.
Yeah, he gets poked a lot.
I don't know why that is the case, but he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. Wildcats lead 46-30. Caleb Alexander checked in a second ago for Grayson Arrington.
Grayson Arrington is in foul trouble. He is frustrated with himself.
It feels like he's played a pretty good game tonight, though.
Arrington?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. And he always plays solid. He's never really had a bad game. Foul trouble happens sometimes, but it's nothing to get your head down about.
Wisenhunt, by the way, does make the first free throw. As a team, they are shooting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, I'm reading the wrong column. They have
it's 7 for 7.
7 for 7. With a chance to make it 8 for 8, but because I said that, he's going to make it anyway. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. The Wildcats are tonight. They lead 48-30. There's 3:45 left in the quarter. And once again, we have a pretty nice sized crowd here tonight, Grayson.
We do.
There's a steal from Parker Wisenhunt. What's he about to do, Grayson? Oh! We thought we were going to see a signature Parker Wisenhunt dunk. Unfortunately, he was fouled in the process. I blame myself.
I am shocked.
I blame myself.
They fouled him.
I asked you what's going to happen. That's on me, ladies and gentlemen.
And he was about to one-hand.
Yes. That was about to be beautiful.
So he misses his first one. That is the first missed free throw of the night for the Wildcats.
And he even looked at Shaver and raised his hand as if to say, my bad. I think we just did that deal announcers sometimes do. You know, you're watching like a football game. They're like, he's made all 19 of his last field goals. And he misses the second free throw as well. Justin Hare grabs the offensive rebound, goes back up with it. He's now got 11 points rather, and 9 rebounds. I thought that was his 10th maybe, but that's his 9th. Wildcats back to a 30-point lead, or 20-point lead rather.
Great finish.
With a layup from Pine Tree there, it's going to make it 18. Remember, this was a 12-point game a second ago. Wildcats moving fast. Parker Wisenhunt. Finger roll. That was beautiful. That's going to put him in double digits. Wow, we are moving very quickly, Grayson.
We are.
Pine Tree now down in the corner.
I think Pine Tree realizes they need to start speeding things up.
Yeah, got to go. Down low. Great defense from Justin Aaron. He hits a block. So, Justin Hare blocks the shot. The ball bounces off of a Pine Tree player out of bounds. So he gets the block, and the Wildcats now have the ball.
That's 2 blocks for Hare, and that is actually 4 of our players have scored in double digits tonight.
Wow. 52-32. Wildcats are running. Lynn gives to Turner. Turner goes up strong, draws the foul, and gets the basket. And one opportunity for Cordrick Turner. Have yourself a night, kid. See, up to 13 points with a chance for 14.
It is 13 points.
2:43 left here in the third quarter. Wildcats leading 54-32. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see more from guys like Kason Arrington, Malachi Miles. If you continue to take this, like we mentioned, you have a chance to take a 20, 25-point lead into the fourth, and they're close to it. The free throw is good. 55-32 Wildcats lead. Yep. Cordrick Turner with 14 points now.
It does seem like we will be seeing our second unit come in some.
But, I was about to say another block for Justin Hare, but there was a foul call on Caleb Alexander in the process.
And that was a big man block.
That was a huge block. We've seen that a number of times this year where he has just the world's biggest block, but it was after a foul.
Yep. See Malachi Miles checking in.
Who do we think he's checking in? Are we making guesses, or are we just going to wait and see what happens?
I believe Branson.
I was also going to go Branson.
It's going to be Parker.
It's going to be Parker.
Interesting.
A lot of energy from him tonight.
I'm pretty confused on that one.
But I don't know if you noticed, but he also
it is a big lead.
True. Now, we're seeing a lineup that has Lynn, Miles, and Alexander. I'm here for it. You've got your 2 bigs. You can afford to play small.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when they're rebounding like they are tonight.
Neither free throw went, so it's still 55-32. Caleb Alexander drives with his left hand, and it's good off the glass.
Beautiful finger roll.
57-32 Wildcats lead. Pine Tree trying to match their intensity. They get a left-hand layup of their own, and it's good.
Solid defense by Miles, though.
57-34. 2 minutes left here in the third. Alexander again will be the one to run the offense. Gets a screen from Hare. Now Miles has it. He's going to feed Hare down low. Driving. Baseline. He pump fakes. Goes up, and it's good. Look at the patience from Justin Hare. He's got 13. Goes back to what you were saying about the patience down low.
Yeah, very patient. Being able to find the hole and where to get under defenders' arms.
The 3 from Pine Tree, no good. But they come up with their own offensive rebound. Find a man cutting down low, and Justin Hare deflects it. Cordrick Turner is the one that comes up with it. Wildcats ball. Caleb Alexander driving again. Ooh. It gets kicked out to Branson Lynn. Branson Lynn's shot gets blocked as he went up for a 3. Pine Tree ball. And I want to point out again, the student section has not sat down yet. They're still, once again, standing up the entire game.
They stay standing. I do like that. I don't know who started it.
I don't either.
But I like it.
It's got a very Kyle Field A&M football vibe. Pine Tree scores down low. It's going to make it 59-36. We're in the final minute of the third quarter. Branson Lynn running the offense this time. Malachi Miles has it at the top of the quarter, or the top of the key rather. Hare has it down low. Cross court pass to Alexander. He pumps. He goes up. No good, but I do love the effort.
Solid 3. Yes.
Now Pine Tree running. They pull up in transition. No good. Hare with another rebound.
That's his 10th.
And he officially has a double-double. 13 points, 10 boards.
With a pair of blocks as well.
Again. Wildcats will have the ball underneath, or rather, It is their ball. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. They lead 59-36. Lynn gives to Miles. Miles has it right at half court. Over to Alexander. Alexander to Turner down low. He kicks out to Lynn. Lynn pump fakes, drives back down to Turner. Turner goes up strong. No good. But Hare comes up with the rebound and then draws a foul. So 11 rebounds now. And he already has his average. He averages, again, what did I say? 13 points, 11 rebounds. That's exactly what he has right now, actually. We're going to see a timeout from Sulphur Springs.
I really like that pass by Lynn, too. He definitely could have pulled up right there on that dribble right the defender, but I think they realized Kordrick. I think this team and the coaches as well are starting to realize how dominant Kordrick really is. At the beginning of the year, we weren't feeding him a lot. If you remember, a lot of the plays in the offense was being ran through Justin Hare and him in the post, whereas Kordrick was usually the main one passing it to him.
Right.
Now it seems the opposite. We're really feeding Kordrick a lot.
And I think that shows, you're about 30 games into your season now. That's Coach Shaver adjusting as the year goes on. You get more and more familiar with your personnel. And, again, it's one of those, you feed the guy the hot hand, whoever has the mismatch, that kind of thing. I think they've done a great job of that.
Right, and I think it also has something to do with being hot when you're on a hot streak. Basketball, it's a streaky game. We see, Branson went on a very cold streak, and then he kind of got hot. Kordrick, he went on a little cold streak where he wasn't scoring much, wasn't rebounding much, and now he's just been scoring all over the place. Branson getting double-digit games every game. Justin Hare is on this rebounding hot streak as of late, just grabbing every board possible. And it's a testament to how badly he wants to win, I think.
Now the Wildcats inbounding underneath their own goal. There's 11 seconds left in the quarter. They get it in to Alexander. Alexander drives baseline, tries to make a pass, but Pine Tree picks it off. Now Branson Lynn picks it off. He's moving. Alexander for three. Bang! At the buzzer. Caleb Alexander. Let's run through this exchange one more time. There was 11 seconds left. Malachi Miles inbounded Alexander in the corner. Alexander tried to drive baseline, tried to make a pass into the other corner. Pine Tree picked it off, realized they didn't have much time left, tried to make a full court pass. Branson Lynn picks it off over here at about half court, gets it to Alexander, who nails the three at the buzzer.
And great awareness by Lynn. That's a lot of guards.
I don't know if you noticed, but he picked it off and immediately looked at it was like one motion, picked it off, looked at the clock.
And a lot of guards do not do that. A lot of guards look at the clock and think, oh, I got to dribble around and shoot it. A lot of guards aren't saying, oh, I have this amount of time left. Oh, I need to get it up the court so I don't have to shoot it from half court.
See, I think, to your point, I think a lot of players would have said, ooh, I have 5 seconds. And they would have dribbled, pulled up a really deep three. Right. Instead. By the way, that three made it 62-36. As we are heading into the fourth quarter.
Do believe now we'll start seeing more of the second unit come in.
I think so as well. Now it looks like the five to start the fourth quarter will be who we had out there to end it. It's going to be Alexander, Miles, Hare, Wisenhunt, and Arrington. So never mind, we did see some subs. One more time, let's run through that. We got Malachi Miles, Parker Wisenhunt, Kason Arrington, Caleb Alexander, and Justin Hare.
I got it, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats shoot about 37% from three all season. Tonight they're 7 for 10 from three, which is fabulous.
7 for 10?
7 for 10.
Wow. Pine Tree ball to start the fourth quarter. Ooh, good pass down low. Ooh!
Big block.
Huge block from Justin
Hare.
Pine Tree does come up with it. They shoot a three in the corner, no good. And Parker Wisenhunt with the rebound. That's 5 for him tonight. He gives up to Alexander. Alexander has it in the corner. Tight defense from Pine Tree, and they call it out of bounds. It's going to be the Wildcats' ball, inbounding on the sideline.
Alexander is having struggle, not turning over the ball now. He's got too many turnovers.
They feed down to low to Hare. The ball is tipped out of his hands, but goes out of bounds, and it will remain the Wildcats' ball. To your point, struggling a little bit with the ball in your hands, and you're a great shooter. Again, maybe you let someone like Miles or Arrington or Wisenhunt maybe run the ball, try to get some shots for Alexander.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think it is weird to me because Branson, to me, is better at running the offense.
He does a really good job of it.
Because he doesn't turn over the ball much, which a lot of people like to look at how many turnovers does a player have rather than how many players does a turnover not have, or player How many turnovers does
don't
player
have a
not
turnover.
have?
Right.
Right. So, for example, we could say, oh, Justin Hare has 4 turnovers tonight. Well, last game, if he had 1 turnover, we don't say he only had 1 turnover.
That's a very good point.
Right. So we do like to point out that, but Branson Lynn doesn't turn over the ball a lot.
That's a very good point. By the way, Wildcats did call a timeout. Justin Hare will be inbounding right in front of the Wildcats bench. Branson Lynn averages just 2 turnovers a game, by the way. He gives it to Alexander. Alexander over to Miles. Back to Alexander. He feeds Hare at the top of the key. Hare's going to try to drive. He goes up strong, off the glass, and it's good.
It's 15 for Hare. You know, you wanted 15 from Korjic, but
True.
Hare decided he was going to take that job.
Take that role. And what was going to be another block for Hare ends up being a foul on Caleb again. And they'll go to the line to shoot 2. 7-11 left in this game, Grayson. Not Quick Trip, 7-11.
All right.
They don't pay us, so maybe we should stop saying people's names.
Yeah.
Unless y'all are interested, in which case, hit me up, hit up Chad, anyone. First free throw's up, and it is good. Second one's good as well. It's going to make it 64-38. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left.
We do see now Malachi Miles bringing it up.
Yep. Over to Alexander. Ooh, cross-court pass. Wisenut saves it, gives it over to Miles. Miles, floater in the lane, it is good.
Floater.
Love that play from both Wisenut and Miles. 66-38. And another block from Justin Hare. And he keeps it himself, keeps it from going out of bounds. He gives Alexander, pulls up for 3. No good, but Patry comes up with the rebound. They're moving fast. Hare going to try to get another block here. Patry slows things down. If he'd have went up for that shot, he'd have got another block. Ooh. Tight defense from Grayson Arrington. They call it a foul on the shot.
I believe that is 4 on Arrington tonight.
Really?
I believe so.
And it is 4. And Cordrick Turner's going to check in. Oh, for Hare. Interesting.
Justin Hare, I believe. I'm going to assume that's it for him tonight.
I would think so. If it is, do you mind running us?
15 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist.
Excellent game.
4 blocks. I mean, defensively. 1 steal. I mean, my goodness.
Excellent game. So he missed both free throws. 66-40 still. Malachi Miles driving over to Alexander, who would have had a wide open 3, but there was a foul on the baseline.
Yeah, Malachi Miles being confident in his ball handling ability. 2 drives in a row getting to the paint.
Right. He's looked really good tonight with the ball in his hands. By the way, that's going to be a 1-and-1 now. That was the 7th team foul, so Malachi Miles will get a chance to shoot some free throws. At least one of them, anyway. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. First free throw's up, off the back of the rim, no good. 66-40, the score will remain. Wildcats ball. Grayson Arrington has it. Wisenut down low to Miles.
We do have Cole Theo coming in the game soon. He's at the table.
Grayson Arrington has it. He goes up with it, pump fakes. Ooh, great jump shot. Grayson Arrington caught it, pump fake for 3, got his man up in the air, which got him a mid-range jump shot.
That's a confident shot. That's what I want to see from him.
68-40. What is it? 5 for Arrington tonight? And it seems like he's always in that range. Ooh, almost a steal from Malachi Miles. Instead, they're going to call a foul.
And Cole Theo will be checking in the game. I'm going to assume he will be for Arrington since Arrington does have 4 fouls.
I would think so. And that is what it's going to be. Cole Theophilides checking in.
Theophilides, okay.
Theophilides. Say it with me, Grayson.
Theophilides.
Yeah.
All right.
And on the off chance that is it tonight for Grayson Arrington. 5 points, 3 assists, got a rebound. He made the 1 3 he took, had a steal.
Played solid again.
He did.
And solid.
Now,
Got in foul trouble, but
if this were a closer game, you might not would love the 4 fouls, but no good on the free throw. Pine Tree been struggling from the free throw line here tonight.
it's Wizenhut 6 rebound tonight.
Just a great all-around game for him. Malachi Miles tried to feed down low to Turner. He ends up turning it over.
What's that about Arrington? Our whole team has been struggling with turnovers. I think Arrington may have been the only one really not to have many turnovers.
That's a good point.
But I don't remember seeing any.
I don't remember a single one. And there's another foul on Caleb Alexander. I think that's 4 for him, too, now.
It is 4.
Even Caleb coming over here, mouthing I have 4. Free throws up and again, no good. Oh, Wizenhut all the way down to Alexander. Alexander for 3. Bang! 71-40. Free tacos for everyone, Grayson.
Free tacos.
Free tacos for everyone. By the way, I want to talk about something here in a second. We've got too much action going on. Pine Tree misses. Alexander with the ball over to Wizenhut. Ooh, he thought about pulling up from a deep 3. He gives a Turner back to Wizenhut. He throws it down. He throws down a huge slam. In the paint. In traffic.
Every single game.
Oh, your mic. My God. Parker Wizenhut. I don't know what that rim did to him, but my God. Still not got your mic on. Real quickly, what happened? Parker Wizenhut had the ball behind the three-point line. He passes down to Turner in the post and immediately starts cutting to the goal. Turner sees it. Bounce passes to him. And he thought about trying to do it again. That may be the coolest slam we've seen from him this year. Wildcats turn the ball over. Turner looking for a foul, doesn't get it. 73-40. 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Cole here. Poor Cole's been waiting to come in for a minute. Oh, no, he isn't. We got someone else. We got Jackson Darrow about to check in. Speaking of Cole, there is a foul on Cole Theophilides. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left. Wildcats lead 37-40. You got Jackson Darrow
and Jaquan Jones.
And Jaquan Jones about to check in.
You know what I like about the Caleb Alexander 3 the most? That brought 5 of our players into double digits for the night.
Nice.
And shooting at.
And we got Bull coming in.
And Bull. And shooting at a total of 8 for 12 from 3.
Wow. When you shoot 8 for 12 and play the defense they have. So that's going to do it for Parker Wizenhut. That's going to do it for Cordrick Turner. And that is going to do it for Caleb Alexander. Y'all got 5 on the floor. There you go. Nope. Free throws up, and it's good.
Cordrick Turner did end up with 14 points, 3 rebounds.
Oh, I needed one more point.
Parker Wizenhut, 12 points, 6 rebounds.
4 minutes left. 73-42. Miles over to Theophilides for 3. Bang! Look at that. Cole Theophilides comes in, shoots a 3, and drains it. 76-42. Great pass down low to Pine Tree. No good. They get their own offensive rebound. No good. Another offensive rebound for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound. I believe that's 4 on this possession. 3 or 4. Down low, and they end up turning the ball over. So
we need to work on finding our own 3-point tagline.
Yeah, we do. Kabang, I can't use bang.
It's hard not to.
It's really hard not to. And I want people to realize I got crap for that last time. And I understand that's not mine to use. But if you are in this situation, that's just what comes out of your mouth. We need to come up with our own thing, though.
Yeah, because I got to quit saying just big 3. Because
I like big 3.
Try hard not to say bang.
See, a lot of here lately. Ooh. Caleb Alexander off the glass. Big 3. Caleb Alexander.
4 threes for him tonight.
Wow. It's going to make it 79-42. A lot of the time I just yell, it's good, something like that. But that's not exciting. Jaquan Jones playing some great defense. There's a rebound from Caleb Alexander, but they say he stepped out of bounds as he was doing so. 2 minutes, 56 seconds left. Now we got Jermaine Cleveland coming in. He'll come in for Alexander.
Alexander finishing the night, 14 points.
Great
4
game.
for 7 from 3.
Wow. Now, on the season, he already averages 45% from 3, and now it's just continuing to go up.
Oh, man. I mean, it It could get to about 48.
That's been the case 2 or 3 games this year, like the last 2 or 3 games, rather. Just under 3 minutes left, 79-42. It's free tacos at 70. What's it going to be at 80, Grayson?
I mean,
free burgers? Free Whataburger for everybody. Use promo code. I'm just kidding.
CM.
I was going to say Chad, but CM. Promo code CM. Patry going to the line for a pair of free throws at 79-42. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left. Oh, what I wanted to mention, so I keep joking about free tacos. I don't know if you know this tonight. They were serving Bodacious Barbecue.
They have been doing that as of late. They do it every now and then.
I saw they were having things like brisket nachos. Like, that's such a cool idea. Because you come to the game, I can get some nachos, or I can get some brisket nachos.
Yeah.
79-44 now, Wildcats ball. 2:45 left. And we have the entire second unit in there now. Jermaine Cleveland, the one with the ball, gets a screen from Jones. He drives. Turner in the corner. Jones for 3. Off the front of the rim. Wildcats try to fight for the offensive rebound. Not able to do so. It's going to be Patry ball. I will say the crowd loves a good 3 from Jones.
Yeah, and let me tell you, he loves putting it up.
Oh, we all do.
To put it up.
We all do. Oh, my God! Yo! Bull Turner with the biggest. Fans are running out. That block was so big, fans are running out of the arena. I apologize for yelling, oh my God, and yo, but that's what that was. Bull Turner forces another miss. Wildcats with the rebound. Cole Diavolides driving, goes up left-handed, it is good. 81-44, remember promo code.
CM. Theo, 5 points tonight.
Shout out to Theo. Going to try to win by an even bigger deficit than they did last time. Last time, I believe, was 85-51.
Okay.
Now I think it's 81-44. There's exactly 2 minutes left. It's our 2-minute warning. Patry going to the line for a pair of free throws. Grayson, have you ever in your life seen a block as gross as what Bull Turner just did a few minutes ago?
I have one time. It was at regional finals, Xavier Court.
Oh, okay.
Chad has the famous one of his highlight videos where he stopped the music and all you could hear was you could hear the block.
Oh, no way.
It was the coolest thing Chad did, but the ball went flying.
81-46, 150 left. Theo driving to the goal again with his left hand. Oh, gets blocked.
I like the move, though.
I did, too. I
like the crossover, the Euro, the fake beautiful pass.
Patry driving baseline out to the free throw line. And free throw line jumper, no good. Jones coming up with the rebound. He's going to keep it himself. Now he's going to slow down. Doing all this one-handed, we might add.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Now Jermaine Cleveland with it. Trying to create a little bit of a shot for himself. He's driving. He ends up picking it up.
Oh, way.
That would have been beautiful if it would have went in. Clock down to 113. Patry goes up strong. Jones tries to block another shot. He ends up drawing a foul. 111.
I think he tried to do exactly what Bull did.
Yeah.
Couldn't get quite as high as Bull. I mean, Bull's such a good athlete, dude. It is.
Right.
It is just.
Which is something we've mentioned a ton of times here, but.
We'll say, we mentioned Bull having offers last time. Jaquan Jones recently just grabbed a couple offers himself.
Really?
For football, yes. I do not remember the schools, but he did just receive a couple, I believe.
We need to do our homework, and we'll be able to bring that up again on the next broadcast.
I believe it was Jaquan.
Free throws up, and it is good. It's going to make it 81-47. 1 minute, 11 seconds left. Again, one last time, want to give a little promo to our post-game recap. You can check that out on the Chad's Media YouTube channel tomorrow morning, or on Saturday, rather. Y'all very well could be watching this. There's a 3 from Jones. Off the front of the rim, it goes not out of bounds. Cleveland saves it. Now Diavolides has it. Great hustle. Oh, great hustle from Cleveland. It's passed back to him, and it rolls out of bounds, though. 44.9 left, Grayson.
Great game.
Now, I will say, because we do, I had a point a second ago, I forgot it though. Because we do our post-game recaps, we're not going to do a long one here. Yeah. Obviously, we'll talk for a second, but we're going to save a lot of that for the post-game recap, which again, you can check out tomorrow Saturday morning on Chad's Media. Clock down to 35 seconds. Pine Tree drives. No good. Jackson Darrow comes up with the rebound. He gives to Colt Theophilides. Very smart move. He's forced in the corner, throws it off of a defender. Very heads-up play there. 28.3 left. Theo going to bring it up. And are we going to see him just walk it out here? Nope. Jaquan Jones going to the goal. Draws a foul. 16.1 left. Wildcats lead 81-47. Jaquan Jones going to shoot a pair of free throws. Grayson, overall thoughts?
I like that we didn't let our ego get the best of us, man. Last game I mentioned a lot of teams that we've beaten by a lot in the past. We have struggled against them. We struggled on the road, so it's nice to come back home, get a big win before we have a road game this Tuesday.
I agree. Jones does get the second free throw to go.
Tuesday? We have Hallsville?
Yeah, I think we're back to Hallsville already. Let me, that sounds right. And that's going to do it here from Sulphur Springs, Texas. Wildcats win 82-47. We're going to give you some really quick closing thoughts before we get out of here. Grayson, I'm going to hand things over to you.
Great game. I mean, we had 5 guys in double digits with Hare grabbing 15 and 11. Caleb Alexander shooting lights out again tonight, 4 for 7. Overall, Sulphur Springs 9 for 14 from 3, 9 for 12 from the free throw line. Actually, 9 for 14, I believe. Overall, man, I mean, they played great offensively, played great defensively, kept their head on straight. We fixed the turnover problem in the second half, and it worked out well for us.
Now, to your point, Hallsville is next. It's going to be on the road on Tuesday, and then they have a bye on Friday. So y'all won't see us again until Tuesday, February 8th, but then they have back-to-back home games against Longview and Mount Pleasant. These next 3 games are huge, Grayson. This 3-game stretch is where you struggled last time. You're at Hallsville, and then you're at home for Longview and Mount Pleasant.
They're big, man.
It's a really big 3-game stretch coming up. And Wildcats are now 6-2 in district play, by the way. Sorry to cut you off.
And we do have a few games. I think we will talk about that in the post-game.
Right.
Recap as well.
So I believe, did you already run through the stats? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, that's going to do it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we won't do another live broadcast until Tuesday, February 6th. That game is against Longview, and then we'll be there for back-to-back against Longview and Mount Pleasant that entire week. Tuesday, Friday, we'll be here both times. Go to Chad's Media. Check out our post-game recaps. You can check out a lot of other content as well, including the Tyler Lennon Show. This week's episode was with Rick Rollison. Great episode. I know y'all want to check that out. Any other thoughts, Grayson?
No.
All right. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. We will see y'all next time.